Welcome to another episode of the Louisville Bulls franchise. Today we head to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. And we should honestly crush this team. Record check. The Chargers are 5-5. We are 10-0, so we should beat them like we did the Bengals 2 weeks ago. But anybody can beat anybody, I guess. Let's see what happens. I'll see you guys at halftime. Thanks for watching.
I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bulls and the Chargers. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bulls of Louisville taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards alone. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 60. And the Bulls get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Patrick Queen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Oh, that's a monster play there by the defense, getting a 3rd down stop so far behind the line of scrimmage. That should take away the option to go for it. This quarterback, an absolute weapon who can throw it or run it for a 1st down. But a loss of more than 10 yards, hard to see the offense coming back out on this 4th down attempt.
Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. A little juke, and they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 33. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. That is caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bulls go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2. 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Now 2nd and 3. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls take a 3-touchdown lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chargers ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Here's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Dobbins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
So, a 21-point lead at the end of the first half. 21-0. Our first half score here in Louisville, or here in Los Angeles. And the Chargers. The Chargers, who have not done much all day. Every time they move the football, they've had either a turnover or, punted or turned it over on downs. Jackson, 8 of 8, 164 and a touchdown. While Herbert, 6 of 13, 64 yards and a pick. J.K. Dobbins, 10 rushes, 85 yards and a score. Lamar Jackson, 2 for 33 and a 1-yard touchdown run. Mark Andrews, 5 for 128. But it was Amari Cooper with the 26-yard touchdown catch. And that does it for me. Thanks for watching the halftime show, and we will go back out to LA for the second half of today's game.
We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string.
There he goes right side. Now he's loose at the 40.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Jackson, option right. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. running, passing. He's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Now an option play on second down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They go option right on second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bulls go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aiden Hutchinson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
13.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Edwards. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. This time, Jackson will throw it. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Bulls add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Go.
Herbert now. Allen's got it complete. And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert. Underneath to Spiller. And he works free. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Herbert back to the air. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Pushing his way through. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear.
That will be the last play of the game. Your Louisville Bulls will win today 35-0.
Like you said, the way it's working.
We didn't score 50, but we did shut out the Chargers.
That's about as big and clean of a
So,
win as you can hope
we did
for.
two.
We
Did blow them out like we did 2 weeks ago against the Bengals. But Lamar Jackson, 11 of 14, 201 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. It was the other way. 14 of 25, 146, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions for Justin Herbert. J.K. Dobbins added 20 rushes for another 173 yards and a touchdown. Lamar Jackson added another 8 rushes for 73 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns of his own. Receiving-wise, the 2 touchdowns came from a DeAndre Hopkins 6-yard score, the last touchdown of the game, and the Amari Cooper touchdown early on in the game. Our 2 picks came from Aiden Hutchinson, got the last one, and Marlon Humphrey. Tucker went 5 for 5 on extra points. J.K. Scott was the only guy that got punts today, and he got 2 of them. He punted 2 for 81 yards, 1 downed inside the 20. And Torrey Horton, 1 kick return for 26 yards. Also 1 punt return for 15 yards. And that's our stats. Our scoring summary is all Louisville. Scoring 21 first half points and then 14 second half points with the Lamar Jackson 7-yard touchdown run drive. being a 5.5 minute drive. I'm not kidding you. 5.5 minutes were taken off of the game clock. Were taken off of the game clock, and it started from their own 1 foot line. And this is the whole drive. 5.5 minutes. What was it? 2 fourth down conversions. And then Lamar Jackson did this. He ran an option play 7 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. And then the final touchdown of the game was scored on a Lamar Jackson 4th down. Once again, this time a 6-yard pass to DeAndre Hopkins. Again, final score, Bulls 35, Chargers 0. That does it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day.